What is up, my loves? What is up, my dudes? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, we are in a different setting. I've never shot here before, but we are today. There's always a first time. And that's because we are going to go over books. This is my little library going on, which is slowly growing. You are what you eat. That's a saying I've been hearing for a while. What do you eat? Stay healthy. You know what I mean? But I've also heard you are who you hang out with, and you are what you read. So what does Allie read? We're about to find out. So
when I was looking back at you, oh how I've missed those sights.
Alright, so I do want to point out that I do go shopping at Goodwill for my books. You'd be surprised. You would be surprised how many amazing books this goes. And typically, when I do go, I do take my time. Because I literally go through the whole section. Because you never know what you can find. You know what I mean? So I think the longest I've spent is maybe like 2 hours. 2.5 maybe. And these are some books that I've gotten on there. There's also other few that I'm using as decor. So we're gonna go ahead and go through what I read. Some of them I haven't yet gotten to them, but these are the type of books that I'm into. So I got this one. It's obviously like it's not even a book, it's more of a planner, and that's what I love about Goodwill. You find journals in there, you find workbooks that are literally, my coworker told me that she got this like happiness kind of book, and it's literally brand new. It's never been written on, and that's freaking awesome because I searched it up because I really wanted to buy it, and it was like $12, I think, $10 to $12 if I bought it brand new. But you can find things like this on Goodwill for only $1. Liza moment here, like $1? $1? Yes, $1. So I love shopping there a lot. This is a planner for when my fiance puts a ring on it, you know, and locks it down. So I get a mixture of planners, journals, as well as books. Mostly books, that's what it's been. But it's just amazing how you can find workbooks and journals that have never been touched, brand new, for $1. The worst, or not the worst, but the highest that it could be I've seen is $2.99, which is still not bad. But yeah, so this is literally a brand new journal, like no notes, no nothing, like you know, I cleansed the energy off of this book, or whoever originally owned it, because maybe it was a couple that regretted, you know, getting married and it didn't happen, and girl just went swoop, I don't need that no more. So, I don't need those vibes either, so, yeah, but look, it's brand new, you know what I mean? So, that's one. I also got this journal that says, Eat Pretty, Live Well. But backtrack to my intro, when I said, you are what you eat. There's a journal. There's a journal for it that literally tells you all the foods, what is going on, what each food is good for, you know what I mean, what you got going on. I've already taken notes and highlighted. That's me, but this book was new, like nothing written on. Look, you see pages, because I haven't gone that far. Breakfast, daily food diary, you know, it's a diary too. It tells you what to eat, what is healthy, what every vegetable is good for, and you know, it's a diary for you to fill out, and I'm gonna be getting to this pretty soon. But let's move on to the books, because that's our main focus here. So I've already like completed this book. It was awesome. And it's called The 1 Minute Millionaire by Mark Victor Hansen and Robert G. Allen. Bruh! When you completely forget you have money? What a treat. I'm just kidding. Those are gonna be for Christmas presents. This is a really, really good. Oh, look, another dollar bill. Ooh, I'm a money magnet. Yeah, and I usually like to highlight. That's why I look at every book that's like not written on, because I write on them. I gotta take my notes. You know what I mean? And I use sticky notes to make tabs for important pages. Oh my gosh! 1 million millionaire. But yeah, this was an awesome book. I love self-development books because you are what you read. See, you know what I mean? I'm a millionaire. I'm a freaking millionaire. I just choose to go about my spendings a certain way. I haven't gotten to this one, but this is the 1 Minute Wellness by Dr. Ben Lerner with Dr. Greg Lohman, the natural health and happiness system that never fails. So I gotta have me some money up in this brain, you know what I mean? I love me some Tony Robbins. I listened to him a lot in the convention, actually. Excuse me. I've gone to 2 conventions. Back when I was doing network marketing. And these leadership audios, like, oh my God, really changed my mind. And I'm so grateful that I found that, because I don't know what I would have done, you know, like I would just, before I even knew about this, I don't know what my life was gonna be. Like, I was just like, and I was no direction whatsoever. And then my ex at the time presented me to this world, and I just loved self-development books. Audios like Les Brown, Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, what's his other face? Ed Milet. Oh my God. Oh, they're amazing. So I gotta have me some Tony Robbins. I listen to a lot of audios too, so not just books, but I love reading. And we are mind, body, spirit, connecting with your creative self, because I'm creative. I'm creating a video right now, and I gotta connect with my creative self a little more so I can develop more and, you know, transform, you know what I mean? So I'm very spiritual too, so gotta have these kind of books. The Power of the Platform, Speakers on Life, forward by Tanya Brown, sister of Nicole Brown Simpson. Also featuring a lot of other guys. That's a lot of names. I don't know, but I saw Liz Brown and I had to get this book. Platform, I thought of, you know, what we use. Platform, the platforms that we use, social media. So that's what attracted me to this book, on top of the fact that I saw Liz Brown in this book. So I was like, this got to go with me. See you at the top! Alrighty guys, this is my message to you from Zig Ziglar. See you at the top. By Zig Ziglar. So I have not gone to this book yet. I'm currently reading, what am I reading? I'm reading the astrology book right now. So I'm into that as well. The power of focusing. I've already read this book as well. And it's incredible. Incredible. So those are the books. That's pretty much all I have, aside from the ones that I'm using as decor. Basically, self-development books is what I like to read. But okay, let's go to the ones that I bought today. A Year of Romance. So I don't know, this one intrigued me, and I had to open up a page and kind of like see the contents of it. But it's the 12 months of romantic ideas to light up your love life. When I get one. I'll be prepared. But I opened it to the contents because that's the faster way. I'm obviously not going to stay there and freaking read the entire book while I'm, selecting. But in the contents, it says 365 quickies. What comes to mind when you hear quickies? Like, different positions. I was just like, oh, let me see. I'm intrigued. What is this book gonna teach me if I get it? So I go to page, 81. Let's look for it. Oh, here it is. 365 quickies. Let me read a few. Leave a rose on the breakfast table. Feed the swans together on a fresh spring day. Surprise your lover in the shower. So, evidently, these are not positions. That did not disappoint me. I was just curious. I don't know. I like the idea and the concept of this, so that is why I got it. But I was initially intrigued because I thought this was going to be something else. So I was like, what does this book have? But anyways, hire a harpist to serenade you, sing a love song, help each other climb a tree. Some of these I have questions, but if they even exist. But I thought this was really nice, and I am a helpless romantic, so I thought this was a cute book to just, I don't know. I'm with the idea that it's not just guys doing it. I'll probably show a clip here of what I actually did, that I'm really proud of, actually, for, someone I was in a relationship with. Because it's not just a guy thing, it's a girl thing too, you know what I mean? Just as much as I love giving, I would like to receive, but it's not like I'm giving it to expect to receive the same. It's part of me, as well as if it does happen, I would enjoy something like that too, but it's just like my head's not wrapped around that. It's just the fact that I'm like that, if that makes any sense. So I really, 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 really like this. I'm very curious to read what else it has in store, because I didn't read any other contents on the book except for the 365 quickies. I know nothing else of the book, but I'm curious. And then Dr. Dwayne Dyers, if you guys have not heard of him, I have, and he's a huge personal development guy. So this is the 10 secrets for success and inner peace. I'm all about success. I'm all about inner peace. You know what I mean? Peace, love, good vibes, and I am that. This is gonna be a really fun book to be taking to work because it's small. Usually my books are freaking huge, hence the yellow one. But things like this really intrigue me. This one was just like because I'm into it as well. Guidelines for carrying concealed firearms in Nevada. Safety, etiquette, equipment, self-defense, liability, and regulations. I want to know about this. This is like, this is by Michael G. Gills. I'm pretty sure it's, maybe the regulations changed because this was back in 2008. But at least I'll have knowledge in this. This is why I got it. This is probably the only book that is not self-development related, or romance related, or food related, or spiritual related. This is the only one. Speaking of spiritual, The Science of Self-Realization. His Divine Grace. That is who it's by. A.C. Bhaktivedanta. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Oh my god. Oh no. But anyways, this is the book. I am sorry, sir, that I did not know how to pronounce your name, but it's him. I'm into, you know, the spiritual world, tapping to my intuition. I was actually looking for books along those lines, and I didn't find any, but that's also what I'm into. Ask your angels. So this does have a little story to it. So I initially went to Goodwill because I needed to look for that journal that my coworker, or a journal that because I really liked it. She said she got it at Goodwill. I was like, maybe I'll be lucky and I'll find another one too, because I really liked it. I really liked it. So, but my initial reason for going to Goodwill was to buy camo green clothing and finding that journal. And you know, when you go in for something and you come out with something else, that's always the case, let me tell you, okay? That is always the case. You got to be very, very disciplined to just go straight for what, you know, I lack discipline in that sense. So that didn't happen. But I was drawn to this book, Ask Your Angels, for some odd reason that I didn't know. I was drawn to it. Like, no questions asked. This is, I don't know. And because I've been a few days ago, I guess, I was a little bit depressed, or I was missing my baby. I was missing him so much, and it got me in my feelings. And then I come back from Goodwill after being attracted to this book mainly, and then I start feeling good. I put on some Lady Gaga jams and I started jamming to her, dancing literally like crazy. I would go to my kitchen and drop off some freaking dirty plates or something in the sink, and I had to go dancing, and then I came back sliding, you know what I mean? Like, I was just in the mood. I was just like so happy. And then I turned to, if you guys remember my background, where you can see my baby's picture along with Kobe, I turned to that picture and I'm like over here singing to it, crazy, looking at my baby. And I don't know, it felt like if he was here somehow. Like, if it's just, I don't know, it's very unexplainable, but I felt like I was loved, just like if he was here, just like exactly like if he was here. I felt loved. I felt really happy. I felt in company, like his presence was here. And then I ended up reading a little bit of this, and I don't know, it just spoke to me. So I feel like in some sense he had to do a lot with it, trying to tell me that he was my little angel still here. And I know this because I've also read it in the Animal Lessons books, and you know, the 2 books that I got to help me with his passing. But you know, as days go by, I admit I kind of forget what I read, and it's just I fall into, or I give more attention to how I'm feeling in the moment, which is I really miss him. I wish I could hold him and have him with me. But that just, I don't know, that was a moment that I really appreciated, because I felt like he was here. It's just the only difference was that he's not visible. And I do feel like he had him attracting me to getting this book was him saying that he's my angel and he's still here, just because he's not visible to me. And yeah, well, that's the little story with this book. So I'm really excited to read it. I already started reading a little bit of it, and I don't know. Anyways, those are the books that I read that attract me, that I am into. And you guys can share with me in the comments below, what kind of books do you read? Do you read non-fictional books, fantasy books, or what is it called, fiction books? Where do you shop for your books? Have you ever tried Goodwill? Like, that's another question. And then, what's your favorite book you have read so far? If you wish to share it, leave it in the comments below. I would like to know. As well as, what do you read? Like, what are you into? You guys saw this is what I'm into. Let me know in the comments below if you even like to read, or if you prefer audibles. Audibles? That's how you pronounce it? Oh my god, I'm delirious right now. I need to go to sleep. It's late. That is all I have for you guys today. You guys, I will see you guys on my next video. Make sure to like this if you enjoy seeing the kind of books I read. If you didn't, give it a like anyway, because why not? You're already here. If you're watching it this far, please. Make sure you subscribe. Click the bell to get notified. And today's shout out, let me tell you, today's shout out goes to Emiliano Lopez. Thank you so much, Emiliano Lopez, for subscribing. Much love to you guys for joining the weird, crazy, wild journey. Gracias por unirse en este viaje con Ali G. Let me know that you subscribed. I'm also taking notes when I get notified, but send me a DM and that you subscribed, hit the bell, and liked, and you can be my next shout out. So I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. Thank you so much. Peace. Bye. Adios. Wait. Before you guys leave, I couldn't help it. It is Saturday. Orange tags were only $1. This time, I went to a different Goodwill. The one where it has a lot more books. The one where my coworker, where she found that book that I wanted to get. So I went in the hopes that there would be a second copy by any luck or chance, but there wasn't. I may keep looking, or I may end up just buying it off of Amazon, but I am going to show you guys what I did find. I found this folder. It is Foundations of the Science of Mind. So it's a workbook. It's like if I was taking a course. I just don't have the teacher. But that's no problem. This literally has not been written on. Whatever copy this was, an extra one. So I'm going to literally go through this course. Basically, they're the basic principles for spiritual living. Where are you going? Living. So I did read the introduction, and it basically meant for those who are initiating or have been for years on the path to their spiritual journey. Week 1 covers God journaling, listening. Week 2 covers creative process, affirmations. Week 3, grace, meditation, visioning. Week 4, wholeness, spiritual mind treatment. Week 5, attraction, fear to faith. Week 6, abundance, gratitude. Week 7, living in the flow, sacred giving, sacred service. Week 8, oneness, God is all, forgiveness. Week 9, immortality, Christ consciousness. Week 10, joy, celebration. So, Jesus, it couldn't have been made for anyone but me. You know what I mean? I was there at the right time, at the right moment. This workbook was for me. Anyways, I did want to touch on a subject that I did make a wish list on Amazon of books I wanted to get, from crystals, from learning about crystals, from learning about chakras, from learning about more self-development books. There was one called You Are a Badass. I think it was like $10. If I find it at Goodwill for a freaking $1, do you think I'm going to pass on it? This was on my wish list. This was on my dream board to get. This was one of the books. I found it. So there's that. Body, Mind, Spirit, and Beyond. Exploring the Magical Mysteries of Life. Like, these books were for me. Halloween did pass, and I do want to point out that there was this scenario of, you know, me wanting to be a witch for Halloween, because I had these tights, whatever the case is. But I had this thought since then of witches, if witches and wizards were real, you know what I mean? And it was in that time where I was really into Harry Potter. I still am. They're wizards. And it just, I don't know, something about that intrigued me to learn about that for some reason. And Witchcraft in the Middle Ages by Jeffrey Burton Russell for $1. For a freaking $1. So yeah, I don't know, this is an intriguing subject. I know I said you are what you read, but in this case, this would be something like when people are into reading fantasy books. You know what I mean? Like those stories. Even though this is not like a fantasy book, I guess it's apparently real. Or it was, or maybe it still is. This would be considered a fantasy type of book for me, because I guess we're learning about witchcraft now. Oh, it's intriguing. It's interesting. It's an interesting subject. I also found 20 spiritual lessons for creating the life you want. Again, I am in a spiritual journey, so these books called out my name for $1. Wheels of Light. So these are the chakras, auras, and the healing energy of the body. I need to know more about this because I'm also getting into crystals and all that stuff. There is chakra, like learning more about my chakras on my Amazon wish list. There's different books, but here's one that talks about it for $1. Dreams. This is another one that's very intriguing because I know for a fact I've always had these recurring dreams, sometimes that I remember from when I was little. You know what I mean? It's just like, I dreamt this before. So, I don't know, something about dreams that I know have a deeper meaning. And if I can learn about them, why not? Read about him. So this definitely was an automatic, this got to go. This is going on my cart. I gotta learn more about this, but it's just crazy. I literally took 2 hours today. You gotta be patient. You know what I mean? If you're looking for something in particular, be patient. Look through it. You may find it. You never know. So I did take 2 hours at Goodwill. I want to say maybe like an hour and a half in the book section, because I was literally going through the whole wall of books, from the top shelf, the middle shelf, the mid shelf, and then the lower shelf. I was taking my time because I was looking for the one. I did not find that book, but I found all these other books that were meant for me to get. And I also found this one, Quiet Moments. Quiet Moments is not a book. It's a journal. Nothing in it. Not even a hi. Not even a scribble. For $1. $1. So, you guys, I do recommend, if you're a book reader, Goodwill. Goodwill is the deal. You find a whole bunch of stuff, you guys. If it's not through the internet, if you enjoy reading, then, you know, that's the way. If you enjoy learning through videos, then that's the way. But, you know, if you're a reader, go to Goodwill. Find yourself all these books from whatever it is you want to learn. I was literally going through books, workbooks that had to do with the internet, that had to do with cooking. What else? Whatever subject you can possibly think of, there's gonna be at least 1 or 2 books you will find on that subject that you want to study. This is what I mean. If younger viewers are watching this, education is important, okay? Regardless if you go to a school or you don't, education is important, okay? And you got to educate yourself, whether teachers are educating you, whether you have mentors, or you want to educate yourself. Meanwhile, you know what I mean? Read a book. There's videos, there's books, there's countless of things that you can find. And, you know, the more you learn, the more you grow. So whatever way you want to go about it, then so be it. You know what I mean? Look for it. If you look for it, you find. Oh my gosh, I'm philosophical over here. But you guys, Goodwill is a to-go spot, at least for me. Only $1. So that is it, you guys. That's all I wanted to share with you guys. You guys can find literally anything up in that place. So I suggest you go. This is not sponsored, although I wish it was. But that's where I get my books, and that is what I'm into when I read books. Journals, that's not even a question. I just have a journal for everything. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you guys. Again, let me know in the comments below, and that is all I have for you guys today. What do you read? Comment down below. Make sure you give this a thumbs up and you subscribe and join the weird, crazy, wild journey, because why not? Alright, you guys, that is it. Bye. Peace.